Today I am going to make a John and Bibbs country breakfast for freeze drying. And to start off with, I'm going to make grits. It's going to have grits, scrambled eggs, and ham. So to start off with, let's make up some grits, and I'm going to make them my grits according to the box directions, which is I got 4 cups of water right now getting ready to boil. I'm going to add 1 cup of grits to that and a bit of salt and cook it for 7 minutes. Okay, it's starting to get ready to boil there. Put a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in there. Add my grits. If you add it slowly, you won't end up with lumps. Now this, I'm using the directions for 4 servings. I kind of like to end up with about 4 cups of grits. Alright. Let's reduce that to medium low. And we'll cook that for 5 to 7 minutes until it gets thick. I'll see you when it's ready. Okay, that's been about 6 minutes. You gotta keep this stirring that occasionally while it's warming up, or it sticks to the bottom. But we got it. Alright, so let's turn this off. Let me get this cleared up, and we'll get that trayed up. Now, these are each a 1/2 cup. And I'm thinking I want to get about 1 cup, I'll get a better spoon, per serving. Because we're going to have like 1/4 pound of ham is what I'm looking at. 2, maybe 3 eggs and grits. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for a big hearty breakfast. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to make up another batch of these. Let's see. I want to end up with what? 8 servings, so I need 16 discs. I'm really just using these molds for portion control so that I'm consistent. I found with my multi-mill that I had to crumble up the multi-mill to make it rehydrate. Well, and I'm expecting I'm going to have to do the same with these grits. So I'll take 2 discs, crumble them up, and that'll be 1 serving type thing to bag up. Alright, so I'm going to put this in the freezer until it's frozen solid, and then we'll pop them out. I'm going to make up 2 more, enough grits for 2 more molds, so that I'll end up with a total of 8 molds. No, wait a minute. Alright, so my math was all wrong there. I need to make up a whole nother batch and then some, if I want to have 1 cup of grits per serving. And I think I do, because what I'm going to do when I package this, I'll crumble this all up, put it in a Mylar bag, scramble up some eggs, freeze dry those as well, put the scrambled eggs in the same bag, fry up some ham, 4 ounces of ham per bag, shredded, and put that in the bag. And then when we reconstitute, we'll just add hot water to the bag, and it'll do everything all at once and mix it up, and it'll be like a country breakfast bowl. But I want a substantial amount of grits, I think, in that. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to make up another batch off camera. We'll get it all frozen, and next thing you see on the video will be me scrambling my eggs. I'll see you then. Alright, so now we're ready to move on to our eggs, scrambled eggs. And what I got in this bowl is 16 large eggs. If I'm going to make 8 servings, that would be 2 eggs per serving. I'll break up these yolks. Alright. I'm going to put, I got a cup of milk here, but I'm going to start out with half a cup. Let's see what it looks like. I think that's another reason why scrambled eggs, there's that and another reason why scrambled eggs come out rubbery, is if you don't add enough milk, but you don't want to add too much milk. Alright, let's put some salt in there, about a quarter teaspoon, some black pepper, I didn't season the grits, so I'm not too worried about putting a little bit too much in these. Get that mixed up. The other reason why I think you get rubbery scrambled eggs is this. When you rehydrate your eggs, if you take boiling water and rehydrate with boiling water, you are basically cooking your eggs to a hard boil. Because when that absorbs, I've found out with meat, it's the same. When your freeze-dried product absorbs that water, whatever the temperature of the water is, that's what temperature your freeze-dried product is cooked at. So that it would make your eggs rubbery. So you want to reconstitute with hot water the temperature that you would like to eat it at. When I made my my breakfast scramble video, those eggs came out really nice, and that's what I did. I just used hot water, basically from my, not my Keurig, even my water dispenser back here has a hot water function. I use hot water from that. Alright, so that's all we're going to do. So we're going to put this on. We're going to start it out at low. I might increase that a little bit. We're going to cook these really slow because I'm not going to add any oil to that pot for obvious reasons, for long-term storage. I'm going to cook this up and see how many eggs that makes. I haven't decided whether I might want to add 3 eggs per serving. But we're just going to keep this moving and scramble these, cook these slow. And 100 degrees might just be too low. We'll put that up to low, medium, 175, and we'll keep an eye on it. You know what? I'm going to add this other half cup of milk. So that's a cup of milk I've added to my 16 eggs. It's because it's bugging me sitting there. Now these will come out nice and fluffy. cook up, and if I move it fast enough, it's starting to stick to the bottom. So now we got to keep this moving since we don't have any oil in there. We don't want to burn the eggs. So I just keep it moving. Let me turn that down. Go get me a spatula. Low just ain't gonna get it. Okay, so these are soft scrambles, and I think I'm just about done with them. We don't want to overcook them, and they will continue to cook as they cool down. I think you can see it's a little bit more time consuming on low heat, but they don't stick to the skillet. Yeah, we're going to about call that good. Turn that off. Alright, I'm going to keep this moving for a little while. Alright, let's get my molds. Now, the goal is, I think, to get 8 of these discs. We'll see if I got enough eggs here for 8. It'd be nice if I did. There's one. Alright, there's one tray done, and we'll get that in the freezer frozen solid. Alright, so I got 8 and a little bit of a disc. So I'll let these cool down to room temperature, then I'll stick them in the freezer, get them frozen solid, and they'll go in the freeze dryer. Next thing I'm going to do, you'll see me do, is the ham. Okay, so now we are down to our last item for my country breakfast. I got 4 8-ounce ham steaks from Walmart, and we're going to just brown those on each side, and then we'll cut them up and tray them up for the freezer. So let's get busy. First, let's preheat this to, I don't know, medium high. have it. That is 2 pounds of grilled ham. So I'll let this cool down and I'll try it out and into the freezer. And once it's frozen solid, everything will be ready to go in the freeze dryer. So I'll see you when all this stuff comes out. Hello everyone. So here we go. This is my John and Bib's big breakfast. And it's amazing how light these grits turned out. Scrambled eggs and chopped ham. So what I need to do now is I'm going to clear this table off. I want to try and reconstitute one of these discs as a disc before I crumble those up. So hold on a minute. Okay, let's see if this will reconstitute as a disc, or do I need to crunch them up? No, I don't need to crunch them up. That's good. So that makes a difference on how I'm going to pack these. Cool. I'm going to try and get an idea of how much water I need to add per cup or per disc. Actually, those came to life very quickly. Tastes like grits. Alright, so I used about 1/3 of a cup of water to reconstitute that. So that's where we're going to start on the reconstitution. But since those will stay in a disc form, I'm really happy with that, because now I can use my mason jars and put them in a nice mason jar. So let me go get those. Okay, so we're going to start off, we're going to put 2 grits in each jar. We're going to put those on the bottom. Then I'm going to layer my egg on top, scrambled egg, 1 disc of each. I originally thought that I'd have to crumble those grits up, blend them up probably with a Ziploc bag and a rolling pin and crush them out, but they reconstituted very nicely. Now, let's put all that egg in there. I'm going to top that off with my ham. Probably should have put my ham under the egg. You know what? I'm going to put that and change that over. I'm going to put the ham under the eggs. And the reason being is because I want the ham to be able to soak up the moisture, and I don't want my eggs to get soggy. Okay, get my O2 absorbers out. These are 300 cc, so they're a little bit over the top, but they'll work as long as I can get them in the jar. Alright, so I'm going to vacuum seal these shut. I'm going to have to work with these O2 absorbers because they're kind of big, and then we'll do a taste test. Okay, so there we have it. I've got them vacuum sealed. Now I'm going to leave these out on the counter probably for a day or two, just to make sure that the seal don't release. Well, I'll get one of these like that one did. I'll go ahead and make that one. So I got a full cup of water here. We're going to start with pouring over 2/3 a cup, bearing in mind that I need to let that soak through. Bearing in mind that there is also, I'll poke a hole in there so the water will get through to the rest of it. The ham, so we're probably going to have to add some more to that. That's 2/3 of a cup. The ham's not covered yet, so let's go ahead and put the whole cup in there. Hopefully I didn't put too much. Cover that with the lid. While that's soaking in, I'll finish putting the lids on these. See that ham bubbling up? It's absorbing that water perfectly. See the bubbles in there? See the bubbles going on? It's not bubbling. I'm going to give it a stir. Oh, it smells good. Let me tell you that. So, I've done these in the jar, but there's not a lot of room to stir. So I'm thinking the Mylar bag, I was going to use a quart-size Mylar bag, which would give me plenty of room. Maybe that might be a better way to do it. I don't know. One thing you can do with a quart bag that you can't do in a jar is you need the bag and you get that water everywhere it needs to be. I can fill at the bottom here. It's not got the moisture. But what I'll do, okay, that tastes delicious, but the ham is not rehydrated. I got another half a cup of water here. What we'll do, we'll use this jar to figure out how much water to add. Then I'm going to repack those, I think, into the, maybe not. Because you could always do it if you had the jar and we're having issues, you could always just do it in the, dump it out in your bowl. I hate wasting my Mylar bags because they're so expensive. Do a great job. For the most part, they're not reusable. Those eggs come out perfectly. Not rubbery. The texture of the grits is still there. Ham is coming back to life. I'm really happy with the results of this, considering I didn't use any oil, no butter, Mmm. It's got a good spoon of that grits in there with it. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh no, I'm gonna leave those in the jars because I got them packed already. I'll let you guys give me some feedback on that, and just let you know, just so you know, you can do it in a bag, and that bag might be a better way to do it because, as you can see, the mess I made. It's a tight fit to get it to stir in the jar, but they sure look pretty in the jar. There's a whole meal there. Just not eating it out of the jar might be out of the question. Whereas with the man, that's good. With the Mylar bag, you can eat it right out of the Mylar bag. So I put 1¼ cups of water to rehydrate 2 discs of grits, 1 disc of eggs, and then about approximately 4 ounces of chopped ham because I had 2 pounds and I divided that into 8. This, I'm thinking if you guys try this, those grits just came out really, really nice. The eggs aren't rubbery, that's for sure. Kind of lost them within my grits when I stirred it up, but they're there. 2 eggs. The ham is taking a little bit longer to rehydrate, but I'm afraid that if I leave this long enough for that ham to totally rehydrate, it's good. It's just a little bit chewy. It's not hard. Don't taste dry. It's just a little bit chewy. But if I left that in here long enough for that to totally rehydrate, I think my eggs and grits would be cold. So I'm not going to leave it. Let's see if I can get some of that ham out there to show you. See, it pulls apart. It doesn't break apart. It's just a little bit chewy. But then again, I guess ham is a little bit chewy compared to eggs and grits. This is so good. It's really hitting the spot because I was hungry. So there you have it. John and Bib's country breakfast meal in a jar. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching.